Welcome to the northwestern region of Muri, a diverse land of races from little folk to Goliaths. Within this region, the first chapter of our story takes place. We follow two intrepid souls as they begin their quests, some seeking knowledge, others seeking fruit. They now make their way on a caravan northward, towards the settlement of Smalltown. We begin our story with you two. You guys have made your way through various journeys in life. Some of you searching for the arcane secrets of the world, others searching for a couple fruit here and there because somebody asked you to go find one and you're like, all right, let's do it. You both find yourselves on a traveling merchant caravan heading northward from Cordova up through Smalltown, probably farther to maybe Tamura Village or Northport. You don't know. But you guys are both on this caravan thinking it is good to travel in numbers. And so you find yourself
I'm good with Power Stone.
in a oh yeah, you know. it's about 5 carts long. There's a good 2 or 3 dozen people in there. Both of you guys roll me a d6.
I got a 1.
You got a 1? Okay.
I got a 1.
And Chad, what did you get?
Shade.
I got a 5.
A 5. Okay. So, Leodin, you have decided to ride along the front of the caravan. You did give them a silver coin to allow them to travel with you, or to allow you to travel with them. In fact, both of you roll me 10d6.
10d6.
Yes.
10 of them.
10 of them, correct.
Okay, well.
5.
So
8.
just a d6 10 times, wow.
Mm-hmm. So 5, 8.
Should be 10.
Yes. There's an option as well on the dice thing if you guys want, where if you open up that little dice tray, they have the 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. That means you can roll 5 at a time. Perfect. Okay, so Leodin, you find yourself, you have, that is 32, you have 32 gold. Update your inventory with that. And you have 33 gold, Chad. And then each of you roll me 2d10s in succession. One at a time.
I have how much gold?
You have 33 gold from those d6 that you rolled. And then both of you roll me a d10 twice in a row.
Chin.
Okay, so Leodin, you have 10 silver and 4 copper. I'm sorry. Chad, you have 10 silver, 4 copper. Leodin, you have 8 silver, 7 copper.
Okay, hold on.
Do you know how to update your inventory?
Trying to.
Okay.
Alright, 32 gold?
Yeah, it was however many d6 you rolled.
2 gold.
Nice.
How much copper?
The last
This would
d10
be
roll
hard.
you got. 7. So 32
7.
gold, 8 silver, 7 copper.
Silver is the SP?
Yes. The EP we don't actually use.
Ah, okay.
And then the P is platinum, so but we'll get to that later. Alright, so you guys have each paid the caravan. The charge was 1 silver piece. You've already taken that off of your inventory. And so you guys are now traveling northbound. Chad, roll me a survival check.
Ooh, gate. Oh, wait.
Do you know how to do the survival?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So, 12. You get the feeling, after a while, the caravan does turn. It comes to a fork in the road, and it turns left, and you're like, okay, I think I'm heading eastward, which I think is good. There's another fork in the road, and it turns left again. And at this point, you don't quite know if you're heading in the right direction, but it's a little too late. You're already with the caravan. You think maybe whenever they get to the next stopping point, at some point you're going to have to figure out how to get to Skull's Reach, and you think maybe you might not be heading in the right direction. You're not quite sure, but it's better to just stay with the caravan, you think, at this point. So
Yeah. Am I still... have we passed Small Town, or are we before?
you guys are it's been a decent day of travel. You guys are right about here on the road.
Got you.
It's about one more day's journey to Small Town. So eventually the caravan, they stop for the evening to take their rest. And you guys, so who rolled the 1? Leodin, you were at the front of the caravan when you got on. You were with a group of halflings who seemed to be traveling with a bunch of various crops and whatnot that they are taking up north. And so your caravan cart that you were traveling in was loaded with like various vegetables and potatoes and things like that. There was a couple of halflings in the cart with you. Potato. And so that's the cart that you've been in. They've been making small talk with you. They would make large talk, but they're halflings, so they make small talk.
They're making alley talk. Okay, they talk.
Not Leodin, Chad, you were on the second to last cart in the caravan, and you were with a group of what looked like humans and a couple gnomes, and they were traveling with various farming implements, tools, different things that could be of utility for a farming settlement and whatnot. So you've been traveling with them. Do either of you guys want to roleplay this scenario as you guys are traveling down the road before you guys make camp?
I can't think of anything that I would want to do.
Yeah, you basically
honestly the same.
Yeah, you guys are just chilling in the carts. Sometimes y'all talk. Sometimes there's just moments of quiet. One of the humans, Chad, in your cart, at one point he picks up a viola and he tries playing a small tune to pass the time. Let's see how he does. Not great. I rolled a 7. He's a little rusty, and it's a little hard to listen to this. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It's up in the top section. It's the saving throws category. You can click wisdom and it'll roll it for you. Or you can roll a d20 and subtract 1 because you have a negative 1.
Trying to find the wisdom. I'm doing the app.
Oh yeah. Wisdom save. All right, you rolled a 5. Yeah. So you have your tabaxi ears. You've got pretty damn good hearing, and this is pretty rough. You think you're probably going to want to get as far as possible away from this guy, maybe get up to one of the front carts for the next day of the journey, because this is almost unbearable for you. So
Okay.
yeah, eventually
Well,
you guys make camp. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I might mind taking it easy on the strings there. You're doing great, but maybe practice when there's nobody else around where you can hear them.
I'm terribly sorry. This is just a pastime of mine. I do to pass the time, otherwise I go crazy and start stabbing people.
Mate, you playing is gonna make me crazy.
Well, I'll stop for now. So
Probably best. Keep practicing.
Do I hear any of this?
You're way up at the front of the caravan. There are 4 carts between you guys. There's no way. There's too much noise for that. You probably roll me a perception check.
Okay. I should have restarted my computer because this is.
It's just you can roll a straight d20 because you have a 0 modifier on it.
Oh yeah.
So
18.
18. Yeah, you while you didn't hear the conversation, you heard the shitty viola playing. Everybody in the caravan heard it. And the fact that Chad managed to get him to stop for a hot minute was a quiet blessing to everybody. And while it was very faint for you, it was probably a lot worse for the people up closer in the back of the caravan. So good on you, Chad. But yeah, so you heard it stop after a while. So evening comes. Eventually you guys, the caravan stops for the night. Y'all hop off the carts to go make camp. You see a number of the people are kind of huddled into groups. They've set up some makeshift campfires around the area. Neither of you guys really know anybody. Roll me perception checks, both of you.
Is this not working?
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I know you got a 4 the first time, Mac, and then a 2 the second time. So, but it doesn't really matter. Those are all incredibly shitty. You guys don't see any reasonable place to camp. Chad, the one thing you do know is I probably don't want to be in the back of the caravan anymore. What do you do?
Well, I want to go and try to stage myself closer to the front and sleep, if I can, just on the wagon.
Okay.
Or like away from the wagon.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy. I have like a blanket, so I'm hanging out.
You do have your night camping stuff, supplies. You've traveled long enough to either have acquired it, brought it with you, or learned the necessity for something like that on the road like this. So you've definitely got the implements needed to, at the very least, lay on the ground. Same with you, Leodin. You've also traveled quite a bit now over the years, and so you've kind of grown accustomed to this sort of lifestyle.
Yeah.
So both.
I'm preferring to stay like as close to the wagon as I can, so that way first light I can just claim a seat, first row.
Yeah. So you kind of shimmy your way up towards the front of the caravan, and you set up the road. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. 11. Okay. The weather outside is it's no sunny day. You guys are up in the northwest. There was a brief light sprinkle earlier, and so the ground around the trail is it's not quite dry. The grass is a bit better off to the side of the path, so you probably surmise that the best place to set up a camp would be sort of off the trail on the front end of the caravan.
Perfect. I'll lay down a little blanket.
Okay.
Give my my scenery a quick glance and plop my head down on my backpack and just start counting sheep.
All right. Roll me a Constitution check. For that, you can actually click the Constitution button on the far left column.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to ask about. We don't have to do this now. Is there a way I could swap one of the Constitution things from my character sheet, or...
A proficiency?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this would have been something that you had done when you were making your character. What is it you want to swap?
Well, Constitution is at a 1, so I was like...
You want to change your score? Do you want to change it for a different score?
Maybe...
To increase one score, you have to sacrifice another score. So if you want to increase your Constitution, you would have to sacrifice another one of your scores. We can do the thing that Maverick did with Harold, where he made his intelligence a 6, and we can make your strength a 6.
No, I think I'll just...
You don't want to take that?
No.
It could be fun.
It could be, but I'm also a weakling.
You're already weak. You want to be weaker?
Years. No, I do not want
I'm
to
the
be
devil on
weaker.
your shoulder saying you should absolutely do this because it would be funny, and I want to see the consequences of this.
Oh, I should do it because I've been doing nothing but reading and eating bread.
Sure. All right. Let's make your Constitution 14
No, I'm
and
not
your
going to
Strength
do that.
negative 2.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Fine.
Okay, continue.
Ruin all the fun. All right. So
I know, but I'll need that strength.
you already have a -1 strength. You're not lifting shit. Might as well make it worse. Get yourself some more hit points.
Fine.
You're doing it? All right, we're doing it. Let's do it. All right. 14 and 6. Let's go. Min-max, baby. So now your Constitution score is a +2. It's not changing it, but I'm going to give you 1 extra hit point.
That is better than having a 1 in Constitution.
Yes. So, with that, let's say, Chad, you have a nice, easy time falling to your rest at this point. You stay up for a bit, just kind of gazing at the stars. You're not incredibly tired, but after a while, counting sheep as you do, roll me a history check.
Boop.
All right, history. Okay, you do know what sheep are. There was a sheep farmer in Silica and so you are in fact counting actual sheep.
Sweet.
Are you like counting them, or do you like eating them, putting them on a plate.
I'm counting them. I'm counting them as they jump. Never eaten sheep before.
Oh,
They were too good of a product to have in that.
that's
in
true.
that
They are far
area.
too valuable to eat as actual meat. So
Fair.
the cotton trade be big up there in Silica. For some reason, the desert sheep. I don't know how that works, but
Yeah,
That's a-
sell the eggs, keep the duck, or whatever that phrase is.
so you're counting sheep. Leodin, roll me one more perception check.
Perception. 4.
4.
I'm retarded.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, you don't see the tabaxi over there. This is like 3 feet from you, counting sheep. But you kind of chill near the campsites. You don't really know anybody, so you don't hang out with them. But you set up a bedroll nearby, close enough to should danger arise, you can be part of the crowd.
Yeah, I'm going to set up my bedroll, maybe make a little fire, no bigger than like a few inches to light.
There's other
light
people
the
that are
area.
lighting fires. Roll me a survival
Oh.
check.
Survival check.
I rarely have to make people do these. All right, you are able to actually produce a decent fire, especially using your magic capabilities. I'm pretty sure you have some sort of
Yes, firebolt.
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 You stack some sticks together and you're like, have at thee. And you pop a little fireball out from your fingers and it lights up. You manage to find some of the dry sticks in the area. The sprinkle hadn't quite gotten them, so you do produce for yourself a small personal fire to sit at and warm yourself for a little bit before you go to rest.
I'm going to sit there for a bit, maybe read a book I have or something, or write something down in a
Yeah.
book. And then I am going to unwrap my left hand for where the glove is and pull it off.
You pull off
And
the glove
then
and you
take-
see. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm going to wipe it down a little, my hand, and then I'm going to pull out ink and a paintbrush and paint what once was runes back on my hand.
You take a
All
minute.
on.
Roll me a sleight of hand check. Okay.
Good lord.
So it's a little bit dark out, and the light of the fire is not quite enough for you to see. You manage to paint on. You start painting on the runes, and then you look at it, take a second glance, and you're like, shit, this is not enough light to see by. You're gonna have to do this tomorrow morning because if you continue doing it now, you might fuck it up, and then the runes will be wasted.
Yes, I'm going to just sigh and bottle everything up, put it back in my little pouch, and rewrap my hand,
Okay.
put the glove back on, and then just lay down and try to sleep.
Okay. And you lay down. Roll me a Constitution check as well.
Oh dear.
All right. Yeah, pretty good. You lay there for a bit. You're counting magical sheep as they magically jump over you, and you magically count these sheep because they're magic, not regular sheep. And eventually, you do fall asleep. The evening passes. You guys both arise to the sound of people calling out, packing up. It looks to be the caravan is setting up and assembling to move again. The two of you get up. It is now that you realize you're both near the front of the caravan, and you can clearly see there is Leodin. You see a tabaxi, which roll me a history check. So you roll a 9. You've never seen a tabaxi. You've heard of them. You think this might be one of them. So, and it is a very tall, bulky built tabaxi. You're pretty tall, being 6 feet, Leodin, but this tabaxi is easily half a foot taller than you. Kind of towering, muscly. He's wearing a striped shirt with the sleeves cut off and some sort of striped pants. Very intimidating looking figure. You think maybe this would be somebody to hang out around for, like, you know, protection should shit go awry.
I'm going to kind of roll up my mat and kind of watch him from a distance for a little bit.
Y'all are about 15 feet away from each other, near the first cart.
Oh.
Can I get any kind of like social awareness from the situation?
Yes.
Or am I kind of
first,
oblivious still?
Roll me a perception check, Chad.
Okay. 1 second.
It's a d20 plus 1.
Yeah. Oop. You said a perception?
Perception, correct. To see if you notice what's going on.
Por favor.
Por favor.
There we go.
Okay. You don't notice the human kind of looking you up and down as you pack up your gear, and what you do see though is the front cart, and you think to yourself, remembering what happened yesterday, I don't want to be on that back cart anymore. I would probably prefer to be on this front cart.
So then I pack up faster.
You pack up your gear quickly.
Try to rush.
Yeah. You get up to the front cart and you see there is a group of halflings there. They seem to be loading up a little bit of their camping gear onto the cart. What do you do?
I offer some help to see if I can secure some good rapport with these people first, and let them know that I'm not a bad guy.
How do you offer them help?
All right, you need help with your bags? These ain't nothing to me. This seems kind of tall.
Yeah, you willing to help put the bags up? We kind of got to get on the way with the front cart, so we got to get moving quickly.
No worries. And then I go to pick up a bag, and then I didn't realize that it was so light, so I end up
roll me a strength
throwing
check.
it all the way. Okay.
Yeah. We'll see how this goes. Roll me a strength check. So. Ooh. Okay. What were you saying? You end up throwing it where?
I was trying to throwing it to the very front of the cart because we're at the back, right? And we're trying to enter from the back. So I end up throwing it to the back by accident.
Yeah, so you toss and it doesn't quite go exactly where you were intending. It lands on one of the crates. Okay, luckily, the crate had a top to it, and so the bag just kind of smacks against the crate. You don't think it damaged any of the produce products, and the halfling looks at you. Oh, shit.
I meant to do that.
We didn't need it there, but thanks.
I'm going to walk up and grab the bag and bring it back to the halfling and being like, it's
way inside the cart now.
Oh,
it went too far in the cart. Yeah.
Oh, well then I'm going to walk up and be like, I don't think that is exactly where it went originally.
Well, that is exactly where I meant it to go. I think it's perfect.
Roll me a persuasion check, both of you.
What? What do you mean?
Damn.
What do you mean?
Oh my god! Are you fucking kidding me? You both rolled natural ones! Alright.
Do we believe each other?
Neither of you guys. The halfling looks at you. Both. I can place it where it needs to go. I appreciate both of you. Just... Do you need a ride? And he looks at you, Chad.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the offer. You need a lift? I can put you next to your bag.
No, don't lift anything anymore. Just stay over there in the left side of the cart. Leodin, you can ride on the right.
Rightio.
Alright, that will be
Please,
fine.
no more throwing things.
I'm gonna hop up on the right.
Okay. You guys... Both,
as I step into the cart, the whole thing kind of shakes and shimmies while I find my seat in the cart.
Yeah, your weight. How much do you weigh? You are 290 pounds. Jesus. All right.
Good Lord.
Yeah. The cart like creaks a little bit as you find your place, and you kind of have to say a moment. You notice all of the halflings in the back of the cart all shift over to Leodin's side to balance it out.
I'm just gonna as he sits down, shakes the car, I'm just gonna grab on and be like, by the stars, you're a hefty fellow.
Right, my mom fed me well. Never turned down a single place she gave me. She had the best cooking.
I can tell that. Right.
So,
I guess we'll be off. then.
Meanwhile, I should clarify. My character has a permanent flight smile. Like no
Okay.
one can ever dampen my day.
Ah,
so
all right,
it's much as less of an intimidating. I'm not an intimidating guy. I don't realize that I'm
happy-go-lucky.
a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Right.
and roll me a performance check at advantage.
Boom.
Sorry, Chad. Okay, yeah. Oh, 16. All right, so, yeah, and it's a little infectious. You see, as you guys begin your journey for the following day, you kind of get the feeling that the halflings, as you guys talk and converse with each other, that your like permanently cheery attitude is getting to them, and they're kind of their spirits are lifting. They're real excited to make it to Small Town, and you hear them talk about a festival that is going to happen this evening, and so they're very just kind of uplifted, and the whole spirit of this cart at the front of the convoy is just a lot. It's exciting, both with the news that like, oh yeah, so there's like a circus that's going to go on in town, and I haven't seen this one since I was a little kid. I'm really excited that we're going to make it there for the first night, honestly. Are you guys going to go to the circus in Small Town?
Oh, absolutely. I love the circus.
Roll me a history
So
check.
many different events. A history check?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Here come children.
History. Okay, you've never been to a circus, but you've heard about them, and you're it's more like you're just excited to go to a circus, but you don't want them to know that you've never been to one before. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm so excited to see all the circuses and so many things, big things, small things, especially in Small Town. Maybe I can meet some people and ask them some questions about this fruit I'm trying to find.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're a vegetable vendor. Maybe we might know somebody there that sells fruits for you. Maybe they have what you're looking for.
Oh, excellent. The fruit is what I've been told is round
Yeah.
and grows from the ground. Yeah.
That's most of them, but maybe we'll find what you're looking for.
Amazing. You've been so helpful.
Of course. My name's Billy, by the way. What's yours?
Oh, my name is Chad.
Nice to
You
meet
can
you,
call me Chad, though.
All right, Chad. Yes.
I'm just going to I'm just going to kind of laugh and chuckle to myself at the interaction between the halfling and the large cat.
Large cat thing. Yes. You guys travel. Continue the conversing. He tells you about his family's business. They have a farm in Cordova, or the region, like the lands around Cordova, and they like to travel up to Small Town, especially this time of year when the circus is coming to town. It's great for business, and so they're taking their crop wares up to Small Town to set up a booth out there, and it's good business, and also just the circus is a fun experience to be a part of. The day goes on, and do you guys share just any stories? Do you guys talk with him, tell him anything about yourselves as you guys are traveling? Either of you?
So
No, nothing that I can share, but
Okay. Hey, just kind of tell him like make small talk. Yes, Leoden?
yeah, I'm just going to kind of just watch them interact.
Okay. Yeah. Billy does a lot of talking. He's a very conversive little fellow, little halfling. And,
Yes, I'm going to just kind of watch and laugh as the two interact.
Okay. And they do.
In a good mood.
It's a good jovial mood. Billy is excited to tell you, especially you, Chad. He's like, I've never seen a tabaxi of your size. You're incredible. Look at those muscles. Like it's just, You look really cool there, good sir. Chad, yes.
Oh, thank you very much. I was the champion of how many chairs you could carry at the festivals we would hold. I
Oh,
would carry 10 in
wow.
one hand.
Roll me
Never
a
heard of that
persuasion check. Wow. Okay. Yeah. And he like looking at your muscles like, that is so many chairs. Oh my gosh. I could barely carry one chair. Wow. That is truly impressive.
I believe you could carry more than one. You just have to believe in
I'll
yourself.
have to give it a try, yeah. And so the
You think they'll have chairs at the festival?
oh, they'll have so many chairs. It's a circus. They set up all kinds of stuff, especially chairs. Yes. Maybe we can have
Excellent.
a chair carrying competition while we're out there.
Oh no, I don't wanna lose my record. Too many people would try to come after me.
I mean,
I'm not that strong.
To be fair, most of the people out there can't carry more than 2 chairs. Like we're small folk. Like let's be honest. You're a very large, strong man. I'm sure you could win a competition like that.
We will
Yes,
see then.
I think you would do well in a competition like that.
How many chairs could you carry? What's your name?
Leodin Quinn.
Leodin Quinn.
You look like
Excellent.
You look like you
how
could
many
carry
how
like,
many chairs could?
a bunch.
Oh, I could not lift a chair if my life depended on it. Especially now, because, you know.
Because the DM decreased your strength score by 2.
I just look up into the sky and be like, thank you, DM.
Sacrificing hit points for strength. So the day goes on, and the evening is approaching. Roll me perception checks, both of you. Okay. Why can't I?
These rolls love us today.
So you got a 7, and Chad, what is your perception roll?
11.
11? Okay.
11.
7-11, nice. So, Leodin, you are conversing, and you don't quite notice anything around you. Chad, the first thing you see is, at some point, you kind of peek around outside of the cart.
Your father was a swine, boy.
Oh my god. Okay, so, Chad, you glance out the side as Billy mentions that y'all are getting closer to the town, and you're trying to see the celebration. You do see some lights far off in the distance.
Do I see chairs?
Not at the moment. However, what you also see is a torch. The light of a torch being quickly extinguished as you guys are traveling along the road. Chad, you notice a number of arrows all along the forest. Flaming arrows just impact into the side of the carts. You start to hear shouting. First, that of surprise, then of fear, as you hear war cries from the side of the forest. I'm going to transfer us.
Oh shit.
Do you guys see the new map?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Okay, so you guys will be probably near the backs of the carts, and you guys hear a war cry. And now,
So this is where the carnival is.
from
I'm going to
the,
just pop.
Yes, so you guys can now see there's lights on the carts, and so the immediate area around the road is illuminated. If you are watching my stream, you'll be able to see everything. I need you both to roll me initiative, as this is not playing repeat for some reason.
Is there a specific
Actually,
button
don't
for
know.
initiative?
Yes, so on your character sheet, you will see
Top right.
Yeah, there's a little button.
Oh, you bitch.
Chad, what did you roll? You rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2.
I don't know how you managed to do that, but
Because I thought this was a carnival. I thought this was normal for carnivals.
alright, I'm gonna roll for these guys. So we got red team,
Just
and
having
blue
a-
team, and their leader
I rolled a 3.
rolled a
No, wait, I would have rolled a 1.
3. That is impressive in a bad
No,
way.
I have a 2 in initiative.
Well, this isn't looking great.
Oh dear. Oh.
And then I'm going to make a roll for the civilians. So they get a 6. Wow. All right. In the immediate vicinity, you guys see a shit ton of goblins and orcs and things. They seem to be closing in on the caravan. People have moved out of their carts to bear witness, and so a number of people are actually like, do you guys get off the carts to go investigate like what the hell's going on?
I want
I
to
would-
take a look around. I would stay in the cart and just kind of like peek out a little bit more before I made a decision. Because again, I still think this is normal for carnivals.
Right. Well, roll me an insight check. You guys have rolled an incredible amount of natural ones. Like this is, I don't think I've ever had this many
I know.
natural ones in a first game.
We're doing great.
Jesus Christ. All right, another natural one. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not including those.
9?
9 natural ones. So, yeah. You think this might be a carnival. The people are getting out, they're screaming, they're running around. They do not look excited. You don't know why they're not excited. There's a carnival happening. The carts are starting to catch on fire. These are really cool effects. But with that, the orcs are going to run out into the area, and they're all going to approach the various people in the caravan.
I guess I would be like, "Goddammit," and pull out my crossbow because I would.
Okay.
I guess I would know
so
what
this is
inform.
blue team's turn right now, so we'll get to your.
Okay.
You rolled a 3. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
Chad rolled a 2. So you guys are about to find out exactly what's about to happen.
Okay.
Chad, you see
Yes.
as these roll me a history check.
Please don't give me a fucking 1. Come on, little guy.
Is it being slow for you too?
I'll take it.
That is a 10. All right.
That's a pretty good roll.
You've heard of orcs and goblins in stories. Once they
Is it?
kind of get out into the light and you can see them beyond the forest and you can see the weapons that they're holding and the likely intent in their eyes as they run towards the caravan with their weapons drawn, you start to rethink the thought of this might not actually be a carnival, despite the natural one that you rolled a minute ago. The brandished weapons really doesn't send a good first impression. So, as this goblin, I'm just gonna roll for all 4 of these guys. As all 4 of them reach the commoners, so 3 of them hit. The goblins all make their attacks. Oh, Jesus Christ! And then one more.
Damn.
Yeah.
So we
okay.
just die here.
No, so this guy's dead. He dies right in front of you. Actually, wait, no, sorry. Let me roll damage in these. 8. Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, so the one person. Actually, we're gonna say the one person right next to you, because the goblin got a little distracted by the massive, bulky person. He actually swung and missed, but the other 3 goblins hit these caravan goers and just slashed them clean through. And you hear the screaming and the blood pouring as they all fall to the ground, dying a very brutal and painful death. And the goblins are standing over them, just like stabbing them like repeatedly.
I don't think that's normal.
You hear a shout from the woods.
Take no prisoners! Grab their goods!
As
I'm going to
Prisoners.
turn.
At this time, can I pull out my greatsword?
yeah, hearing that, so that's his turn. He moves forward, and then from the other side, you see another series of goblins and also orcs. They run up to the caravan. The caravan goes back a lot farther, so they've attacked the front of the caravan, but they're very quickly like making their way back at this point. So a number of them are rushing through the woods. They might have triggered it a little too early, you don't know. But these guys are all going to make their attacks now.
That is definitely not normal.
So, hold on a sec. I don't know why I'm just not rolling. That misses, that hits, and those hit. So 1 misses. So the person driving this cart up here, that orc misses him, but these goblins all hit. One person right here isn't dead, but their arm just got cut off.
Oh god.
That person's dead.
Oh no. Anyways.
That person's dead, and that person's dead. You see now a few of them are pulling out swords. Some of them are trying to rally despite the circumstances. Roll me intelligence checks, both of you.
Oh, this is painfully slow.
Sweet.
It's your best one yet.
Yeah, right? On intelligence.
Unintelligent, yeah. Okay, you guys both rolled high enough. There are a lot of them. This is probably not something that you guys can fight and survive. Running might be your best option.
I'm going to look at Billy, being like,
He
go.
is cowering right now. He's
Yeah.
like,
Right.
I don't want to die.
Damn it,
I
Billy.
go. Can I move to pick up Billy and start running?
Yeah, he's kind of like right next to you. Pick him up. Roll me a strength check.
Oh,
Please.
no. Don't throw him like you did.
You
the
pick him up
bag.
easy,
I'll take
no problem. You pick him up, jump off the cart. Are you going to start running towards the town? Where are you running? So there are goblins attacking, goblins, orcs, hobgoblins. This whole seeming force of creatures making their way into this caravan. There's a lot of fighting behind you.
I'll kind of
There's a
run
town
like
in front of
this
you.
direction.
All right, so towards the town. The town is that direction. So if you're going to make your way that way, as you run past this one goblin that is attacking the villager, he is going to take a swipe at you to see if he can like knock at you. And he rolled a 3. He's distracted with the dead villager in front of him or the dying halfling that was in the cart next to you guys. Roll me a strength check as you barrel into these other 2 goblins. They're not big. They're about 4 feet tall. Okay, so there's a function in this game. It's called the dash action. You can basically take your action to have double movement. I imagine you probably want to do that, right?
For sure, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That would be...
So you can move up to 60 feet, I believe, instead of 30 feet. So 30 feet would be about here. And then you can get up to about here if you dash. However, you're slowed down by about 10 feet as you run into these 2 goblins. You don't knock them off their ass, but you kind of like run into them and pass them. They're going to take attacks of opportunity on you as you didn't completely knock them over. But they're startled. One rolled a natural 1, one rolled a 5. So they are unable to swipe at you as you grab Billy and make a run for it towards the town. So move yourself up about 50 feet.
About here?
You
A little
can
more.
you can go. Can you see that arrow?
Yeah.
You can make it to about here. Yeah. So carrying
yeah.
Billy.
I'll be about here.
Yeah, you guys are about there. I'm gonna move Billy right here. And he is just under your arm. He is crying. He is like scared. His family is probably about to die. But so that also the civilians. This one person is going to jump and run. They're also going to kind of like try and run this way as well. It's a halfling, so they're not very fast. This guy's going to try and jump and run. The goblin's going to make an attack of opportunity. Rolled a lot better. All right. Fuck. That is the orc. He makes a great axe attack, and that he's dead. So the one guy that tried to get off the cart and run next to the orc goes down. A lot of the survivors are going to try and like run into the river, run anywhere they can. This guy makes an attack of opportunity. He's probably dead. Nope, he's not. He slashes across this guy's back as he runs into the forest, bleeding and crying, but seemingly made it away. You don't know yet. This guy, he lost his arm. He's honestly, as he tries to run, he falls unconscious from the blood loss. And then, Leoden, what are you gonna do? You are watching this entire caravan get murdered in front of you.
I'm going to to see Chad and Billy rush off and be like, "Why didn't we just take the cart?" and immediately just get on the front seat of the cart and start trying to go.
There,
Or is
roll me a
the
perception
horse
check. You probably would have heard it too. There was somebody on the front of the cart. Okay, you didn't see it, but you heard it screaming and slashing from the front of the cart. You don't know what happened up there, but it didn't sound good.
All right, well, I'm going to chase after them.
All right.
After Chad and Billy.
Yes. So you run past them. The orcs have already wasted their reaction trying to hit Chad, so you can dash and catch up to them at this point.
Okay, so what is it? 30
You can move up to 60 feet, basically. You can pretty much catch up. You would have had to probably jump over the like disheveled bodies of those two goblins that Chad burst through. But so you can basically catch up to them at this point. So those three people up there where they're all congregated.
Okay, well, then I will...
Yeah.
Actually, I'll catch up to this one and try to help him along.
Okay. Yeah, he's running. He doesn't seem to have any issues running, though he is slower. You can make a strength check and try and pick him up.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not even going to try.
Then you're pretty much running alongside him at this point. There is...
Remember when your life didn't depend on it? Your life depends on it now.
Yeah.
Carry the chair.
Fine, I'll try to pick up the halfling.
So, as you guys run away, the orcs chase this guy into the forest and roll me perception check, both of you.
2 seconds.
10.
Perception, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Chad, you can kind of hear it. There's screaming, and then the screaming stops. If you guys continue to use your action to dash, you guys can get away from the fight. The orcs and goblins don't seem to want to waste any time chasing you down as much as they are to get the caravan. You guys continue running out of the forest away from that slaughter. And as you make your way closer and closer to the town, you realize this was incredibly close to that town. And they are within line of sight, essentially. So there might be some level of danger here. But roll me constitution checks, both of you.
18.
Oh yeah, no, Chad, you are an athletic motherfucker. you even with Billy in your arms, whose life you just saved, you have no trouble making your way towards the town. You are hoofing it. Eventually, you do see Leodin's doing fine, but the halfling, she's like, I can't keep up. Don't leave me, please.
I'm going to try to lift her up.
All right, roll me a strength check.
This is gonna be
okay. Despite all odds,
the
adrenaline is pulsing through your body, and you pick her up, and you kind of like fireman carry her alongside Chad, bolstered by the show of athleticism from Chad. You're like, I can do this, and the two of you guys run as fast as you possibly can. Maybe you'll get to the town in time to warn them. Who knows? But you guys
going to hurt in the morning.
You guys run into the night, unsure of whether the danger is following you or not. You're very close to the town. You can see the lights. You can hear the jovial cries of laughter and...
Can I glance back?
Happiness. Glance back. Roll me a perception check. Okay. You see fire and smoke behind you. You don't see anything in the immediate vicinity. You also don't have dark vision. So...
I'm in half-elf.
Oh, you do have dark vision. I lied. Dark vision only works for 60 feet either way, but nobody's in the immediate vicinity near you. And again, you guys are very close to the town, so you don't know what might come of this, but it's probably best to make as much speed as you can to the town. At the very least, warn them of what's happening behind you. So, and that is where we will conclude our game.
Ooh.
Really? Cliffhanger.